Everyone, welcome back to the NFA Review channel. Today we're going to review something a little different and really special here on the channel. So this is a Beretta 92FS Centennial, and this was the anniversary gift my wife gave me for our 11-year wedding anniversary. Now, I'm a pretty lucky guy. She's an awesome wife. She buys me guns typically every anniversary, and consequently that means I have to shoot them because, right, I can't sell them because they're gifts, which makes this gun today really special, because this video is going to piss off all of the Beretta fanboys as they like to sit around and rub this gun with a diaper and never shoot it. Well, today we're gonna hit that range and we are gonna shoot it, and I'm never gonna sell it, so it's gonna have a lot of rounds through it throughout the years, and I definitely can't wait to share this with you guys today. So, really cool gun, a little bit different than your standard 92FS. We're gonna cover all the differences today, what makes it special, and then as usual, we're gonna hit that range and let it fly. Let's go ahead and open the box. Comes in a pretty cool ammo case here. I would never really store it in this because, you know, it's gonna rust and stuff. You have your manual, warranty cards, yada, yada, yada. I don't wanna bore you guys with all the normal stuff. Lock, extra mag. What's really special is the Beretta 92FS Centennial. So let's go ahead and set that down here. Ooh, I just put it on a hard table. Might scratch it. So let's go ahead and cover the specs of this, and then we'll cover what really sets us apart from your standard 92FS. So right off the bat, your specs are going to be overall length of 8.5 inches, a height of 5.4 inches, width 1.5 inches. Of course, that's going to be safety to safety here. And then the barrel is 4.9 inches. So that's pretty much your standard Beretta 92FS, okay? Nothing crazy there until we get to the weight. So the weight on this bad boy is 42.3 ounces. And the weight on this, your standard Beretta 92FS, this is the stainless inox. This is actually a 93 gun unfired that I found on an auction site not too long ago. The weight on this is 34.2 ounces, which is a 8.1 ounce difference. To put that into comparison, 8.1 ounces is equivalent of 10 AA batteries. So if you're at home and you have a plethora of batteries laying around, put 10 of those bad boys in your hand, and that's how much heavier this feels in the hand compared to your standard 92FS series. So, and of course, the weight difference comes from the frame. So the main differences between the two guns is going to be the frame here is all steel, as well as the slide and barrel, of course. You're going to have a beautiful, beautiful checkering on the front and the rear. That's something you do not get on your standard 92 series gun. You're going to have 3-dot target sights, adjustable, a frame-mounted safety, which is awesome. You first saw that a while ago on the Beretta Millennium a couple years ago. Well, more than a couple years ago, probably 10 plus years ago. You have a high polish blue finish, which is gorgeous in person. This is a Brigadier slide, of course. This is your stainless slide, so the slide is going to weigh slightly more, so you're going to get some of that weight and that 8.1 ounces from the slide as well, but mostly it's coming from that hefty steel frame. On top of the high polish blue, they have a micro engraving, and it reads, let's see if I can read it here. Oh, God. It says 1915 to 2015 Centennial 100th anniversary, and then it repeats itself. So it says that on both sides of the gun. It's really cool. It's kind of hard to see until you actually look for it in person. Oh boy, I'm putting just oil prints all over this nice blued finish. Don't worry, I'll clean it up for all the close-up shots for you guys so you don't freak out on me. So what is the 92 Centennial? Well, this is to commemorate 100 years for their first semi-automatic pistol. So Beretta is the oldest, still standing, so the oldest active gun manufacturer in the entire world. Okay, they started at the 16th century, guys. 16th century. That's pretty crazy in and itself. And then they created their first semi-automatic handgun, the 1915, and you guessed it, 1915. So They wanted to commemorate that milestone in the company, so they came out with this gun back in 2015 to commemorate their 100 years of semi-automatic pistols. So again, we already covered the main differences between the two. You will also notice something I forgot to cover earlier is the serrations on the slide are actually vertical. Okay, it's a throwback to the old 1915 gun, so that's kind of cool. Most people don't notice that. Of course, on your standard 92, you have the angled serrations on the slide. So going back to the gun, frame-mounted safety means this is a single action only gun. There is no decocker. If you wanted to carry this, which nobody in planet Earth has carried this probably, it's actually really heavy for a 9mm and a really bulky gun. There's plenty of other options for carry guns, but this isn't a carry gun. This is something for you to drool over, a barbecue gun, or for people like me, we're going to go ahead and turn this into one of the most fun range guns you can shoot, because that extra 8.1 ounces is going to make shooting 9mm super, super enjoyable. It's going to shoot extremely soft, I guarantee it. So trigger, single action only gear. Let me hold it to the side. It's kind of heavy. I kind of wish they did a little bit better job there. Let's check the reset here. It's not too short, not too long. It's kind of in the medium area for a reset. It has a really, really hard wall here. I mean, this is a heavier trigger. This is over 5 pounds, you can tell for sure. Little creep in it, so hopefully that smooths up with time. I wish they would have spent a little bit more time honing that trigger there, especially on a gun that retails over the $2,000 mark. Now, as far as rarity, Beretta made 1,915 of these, so 1915. And on the frame, I'll show a close-up here. It says mine is serial number CX 0900/1915. So this is gun number 900 of 1915, which is kind of cool. So my OCD won't drive me nuts with an odd number. So now these were sold back in 2015, and I missed out on it. We weren't in a position back then to spend, over $2,000 on a handgun. So the story that I heard was about 500 of the 1,915 of these that were built were destined for the U.S. back in 2015. And not all of them sold. And I heard that a distributor, I don't know if it was RSR or Lipsy's, I forget who it was, a distributor had like 250 of these or something set aside in the back of a warehouse or something. It was covered up with a tarp or something. They forgot about them. And then this year, they found them, went through them, and threw them back up on the distributor sites. So basically, these were still new in box in some warehouse, and these came out, 5 years ago. So when that happened, my wife asked me, what guns I was looking for an anniversary gift. I gave her a list, and this was one of them, and I'm glad she picked it because they're pretty much all sold out now. You can find them now on Gunbroker. As of right today, I checked Gunbroker. The auction starts at $2,500 with a buy it now of $3,500. So somewhere in there is what this thing's going to cost you, which is a tremendous amount of money for a handgun, especially one that's been around for so long. But if you're like me, I missed out on the Millennium when it came out, and I love this frame-mounted SAO setup in this gun, and I can't wait to see what it shoots like, as heavy as it is. And real quick here, before we move on to taking it apart, I didn't realize how much of a Beretta fanboy I was until I started to plan this review and I set up the wall here. We have the 21A here, the Bobcat. We have an M9A3. My first gun I ever bought from a FFL when I was 21. So the first handgun I ever bought was this Beretta 92FS. This is an American-made gun. You can tell by the sloped dust cover here. It's the first gun I ever bought, guys, from a gun shop. So pretty sentimental value to me. We've pimped it out over the years. It has the Crimson Trace Beretta logo grips, which they don't make anymore. And we threw a CGS group all stainless Kraken they made for me on the end. So pretty neat gun there. And then I recently won this at a charity auction. That's a Beretta Silver Pigeon 1 skeet gun, 12 gauge. So I'll be using that here shortly too. Pretty cool gun. So I didn't realize what a big fanboy I was. I mean, I've always liked the design, but it's not until you get them all out you realize how many you have. Now to field strip it, same manual arms of any other Beretta you've ever come across. If you haven't, well, we have a push down, take down lever here. So you push down this side to unlock it, and then you'll rotate this flag down like so, the slide will kind of bump forward, and then the slide just comes right off the gun. One of the easiest guns to field strip out there for sure. As far as the frame, we'll do some close-ups here. Not really seeing many differences between the other Beretta. I guess I can go ahead and take that apart now to kind of put that side by side. Guide rod, all high polished blue as well. That's a steel guide rod there, so that's going to help keep the muzzle down. Your barrel, beautiful high polished blue barrel, and then of course the slide. Let's go ahead and take this bad boy apart. Again, 93 built gun, unfired. I wanted an auction. I wasn't going to shoot it because I had this one, but I'm just going to have to shoot it one day and get it over with. I don't like safe queen guns, so let's go ahead and take this one apart. So side by side here, not really seeing any differences at all. You have a slight difference here. Okay, that's obviously because this is double action, single action, and this is a SAO gun. You can tell the safety area is completely different underneath the frame here. Okay, and then the slide. This one also has a stainless steel guide rod. Remember, this is a 93 gun, so this is before they put all this plastic garbage in it. Okay. Barrel and length. Wow, this thing, I just realized I haven't taken apart this gun ever. It's got like grease in there from when it was built. Wow, that's pretty crazy. And then, wow, this is a two-piece guide rod. It's full, it's pinned. Wow, okay. And then the slides here. Yeah, besides the area where they mill it for the slide-mounted safety, everything else very much the same. Standard slide, Brigadier slide, of course, you have the more weight profile here in the middle of the slide. So speaking of slides, let's slide all that crap over and put this gun back together. So this one has some packing grease in it as well. Let's go ahead and reverse the process here. Throw the barrel in first, set that locking lug, throw your spring and recoil rod in without shooting it out right into your face, and then throw that slide on carefully so we don't scratch this beautiful, beautiful high polish blue finish. And that's unusual, but the flag popped itself up when I put the slide on. Usually you got to do that yourself. So very, very trick gun. Very, very beautiful. Again, hopefully by now I've already thrown a bunch of cool close-ups up on the screen. I think that's enough rambling for right now in the studio. Let's go ahead and, well, we don't need to pack up any more guns. We'll bring this one. Maybe we'll pop this one's cherry as well. I need to go through my ammo. I'm pretty sure all I have is subsonics. So hopefully the heavier weight of this will run it. If not, I'll try to barter on the way to the range and get some supersonic 115 and 124s, because I have a feeling that's exactly what this gun is going to want to run off of. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hit the range. All right, guys, we made it out to the range. Happy Thanksgiving. Yes, it is Thanksgiving. Yes, I am out here filming. I just left work. Now I'm at my other work. So I decided to just get out here and get it done this morning. I'm going to haul butt home and try to get the rest of this video edited. I already edited the studio portion the other day. So hopefully I'll have enough time this morning to put together today's sequence out here on the range. And then you'll have something to watch later today when you're stuffed and don't want to move off the couch. So I'll do my best to get this video up today. So what do we got out here for ammo? I could not find any supersonic ammo. Turn this around here. So I brought what I had, guys. We have some XDEF. It's 124 grain plus P. So we're going to start with that to kind of break in the recoil spring in here. Fiocchi 158 grain subs, 6 hour subs, Hush 147s, and Hush 165. So big shout out again to all my patrons on Patreon /NFA Review. You guys are paying for all the ammo out here, guys. 9mm is $1 a round. I never thought I'd see that. At least not now, maybe 20 years from now. But $1 a round for 9, even more for subsonic. So today we're going to be using my normal microphone. I was going to wear the lapel so I could talk to you in between shots, but I decided we're going to do function tests and accuracy tests and just get it over with. And I want to use the better microphone because the lapel mic just peaks and it sounds like crap. So as usual, watch this review with headphones. It's going to sound much better. Much more color to the sound. The spectrum's going to sound better. We're not going to shoot it suppressed. Maybe we will. I brought one. You know, we'll see what happens. It might look a little goofy with a stainless steel barrel in it, but we'll see what happens at the end of the day if I feel like doing it. So We're gonna go ahead and get started soon. Quick side note, I may or may not be selling my truck soon, and every single shooting event I've had subscribers walk up to me and said, hey, if you ever sell your truck, please let us know. So I'm letting you know, I may or may not sell it. I want to upgrade to the full-size cab, the crew cab version, or the crew max, I think Toyota calls it. This truck's pretty decked out. It's got King suspension on it, blah blah blah. If I decide to sell it, we'll do a quick video on it, put it up on the channel so you guys can fight over it, whatever you want to do. Patreon members, my gold members, I'll give you 10% off. So that's pretty cool. So and maybe, you know, whoever buys it will fly you down and as part of the price, and we'll do a range day or something, maybe film a video together. That'd be pretty cool. Anyway, enough about the truck. Let's go ahead and load up that Beretta 92 Centennial and see how it shoots. All right, this is it. First round's fired. 10 rounds of the 124 grain plus P. Man, that is smooth. Oh man, trigger is definitely on the heavier side. It needs some work there. I would maybe put in the D spring to lessen that pull a little bit, but that was 124 grain plus P, and this gun barely moved. Let's go ahead and try some of those 147 grain subs. Hush 147. Oh man, that's smooth. 165s. Pulled that one, but well, those felt pretty close to the 147s. I'm actually shocked. So I figure it barely moved this slide, but for yelling at you guys, but wow, what a smooth gun. Fiocchi 158s. Yeah! Alright, let's do a weight comparison here. So I have the also unfired. This is a 1993 Beretta 92FS Inox, so this is their stainless gun. Some people online called it the Ghost because it's all stainless controls. Beautiful gun. Let's go ahead and pop and share today. So I have the 124 grain plus P XDEF rounds in both, 5 rounds. I'm going to shoot them back to back so I can feel the difference here in person. We'll start with this one. One thing to notice, I was going to wait till the end of the video, but when I've been overhand racking the slide and slingshotting it home, on this gun, you'll inadvertently throw it on safety and decock the gun when you do that. With the frame-mounted safety of the Centennial, that just doesn't happen. So you got to be really careful or use the slide stop. First rounds. I've had this gun over a year and a half. This is awesome. Woo, yeah. I can already tell. Can already tell. Oh yeah, it just, what was it, 8.1 ounces I believe it was? Wow, it makes a huge difference. Alright, just for fun, let's see what this thing shoots like at 100 yards. So I put in 10 rounds of the XDEF 124 plus Ps, and I'm going to make the walk of shame out there. Well, not walk of shame yet, but it'll be the walk of shame if I miss. So let's see what happens. excuse for only hitting it 1 out of 9. I forgot my ear protection on that first round. 124 grain plus P. Does not sound great. All right, guys, ending thoughts. The gun performed extremely well today. No malfunctions. Shot the Centennial next to the also on fire 93 Inox there. And if you stay tuned to the end of the video, throw a little bonus scene at the end of today. I throw this suppressor on this gun. So pretty cool. Went through a lot of ammo today, guys. Everything functioned flawlessly. One thing to note with the Centennial, the trigger. I know I mentioned it more than once already in this video. The trigger needs some work. It's really heavy. You know, I wish Beretta would have made it a little lighter. I mean, this is a specialty gun. They didn't make that many of them. They should have made it a little extra special there. Other than that, you can tell everything else is nice and hand fit. The slide to frame fit is tighter than the other 2 guns that I have. Our 3 guns, I don't know. All the 92s I have, it's the tightest one. And you know, you can't just say that's old to new because I just shot it back to back with the 93 gun and there was no wobble in the slide to frame fit. Very, very tight. As far as the groupings today, again, I forgot paint like I always do, but you know, the Centennial was right here, nice and tight all day. Maybe we'll revisit it one day. I'll actually go to an indoor range without wind and stuff. I mean, it's pretty windy out here today, and I can hang some paper and get some tight groupings there. But it's an accurate gun. I mean, 25 yards, I wasn't really taking my time too much. I think I rushed it more at 100 yards. I should have taken my time more, but that trigger, that heavy trigger at 100 yards, you really got to surprise yourself and find that break point. If you shoot the gun and you don't let it surprise you, you will miss at 100 yards. So, not that we're shooting handguns at 100 yards all the time, but I digress. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Pretty fun day for me. It is Thanksgiving. I'm gonna hurry up, pack up here at the range, get home, edit it, and upload it hopefully so you guys have something to watch today. I need to go spend some time with my family. And again, I hope you enjoyed the video. It was pretty fun out here for me today to shoot 2 guns that I've been wanting to shoot for quite a long time. So, if you liked the video, hit that like button, of course, the subscribe button. If this is something you want to continue to watch, we're gonna have a lot more reviews coming, a lot more suppressor reviews coming. I just threw the in the pipeline list on my Patreon page. They always get a heads up of what's coming in the pipeline, so they know what to expect soon. Until then, have a great Thanksgiving with your family today, guys, and I'll see you next time. Oh man, you gotta love Berettas.